Can a player receive a game misconduct for roughing? Have you ever wondered if a player can be kicked out of a hockey game for roughing? This question dives into the rules that govern player conduct in ice hockey. Roughing is a penalty that usually involves pushing, shoving, or throwing punches, especially when the play is not active. In the National Hockey League, most roughing penalties are minor. This means the player who commits the foul spends 2 minutes in the penalty box. However, the situation can escalate. If the roughing is particularly aggressive or poses a risk of injury to an opponent, referees have the power to call a major penalty. A major penalty for roughing results in a player sitting out 4 or 5 minutes. But what happens if the roughing is even more severe? That is where the game misconduct comes into play. A game misconduct penalty means the player is ejected from the game and cannot return. This is reserved for serious infractions where the player's actions are deemed reckless or dangerous. For instance, if a player delivers a body check after the whistle or targets an opponent who no longer has the puck, the referee might decide to issue a major penalty along with a game misconduct. The referee's discretion is key here. They assess the situation and determine if the roughing was excessive or intended to injure. If so, they can take the necessary action to protect the players on the ice. This rule is part of a broader effort to maintain safety and sportsmanship in hockey. Historically, the rules surrounding roughing and misconduct have evolved to address player safety. As the game has developed, stricter penalties have been introduced to discourage unnecessary roughness. This shift reflects a growing understanding of the importance of protecting players from dangerous play. So, while most roughing penalties result in minor penalties, a game misconduct for roughing is indeed possible in the National Hockey League. The rules are designed to keep the game safe and fair, ensuring that players can compete without fear of injury from reckless actions. Understanding these rules adds depth to our appreciation of hockey's history and its ongoing evolution.